Alrighty guys, good morning, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Garden of Garage here in beautiful Alabama. Alright, Willard Milkinson. Millikens, yeah, that's it. Sorry, Willard. Anyway, Willard went ahead, he purchased the console off the website from us. Here it is, it's all done. Trinity, an HV 320 gig drive, up on the line servers, along with a 10-day trial with Purge. Got Bo2, MW3, and Ghost Offhosts, as well as Jiggy and Sentinel for Bo2. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to boot it up right now. Alright, and I want you to pay attention to the screen. And Willard, I really need you to watch this entire video, as, you know, there is stuff in here that I'm going to tell you how to get it online for the first time. Alright, how to set it up, so then that way then you have no problems, okay? So anyway, as you can see, we're booting up. We're gonna hit FSD dash. You're gonna see some notifications from the server letting us know it's online, live, and all that other happy nonsense, okay? And then once that happens, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of this thing and show you what you got on here, okay? So just bear with me as this thing boots up. Okay, we're good. All right, now, okay, under emulators, okay, you got SCEUX, which happens to be NES emulator, okay, and then you have Super Nintendo. You've got MAME. You've got Genesis plus 360, you got Game Boy Advance, and then we're back at NES. Okay, that's your emulators. Alright, your Xbox Classic games. There's some classic games on here for you to play. The original Xbox games. And then you have your homebrew section, okay? Your homebrew section consists of all the tools that you're going to need for this thing. Alright? And then, of course, you have Xbox Live Arcade, which is fully loaded, ready to go. And then, of course, you have your regular Xbox 360 games, okay? And we'll take a stroll through there, okay? As you can see, there is a bunch of the titles on there that we all know, love, and play, all right? All the way back to Advanced Warfare. Now, to get to the original dashboard, you go to the homebrew section right here, and all you do is go to Xbox 360 dashboard, hit the A button, hit it again. It's going to boot into the stock dashboard. You'll see this come up here where it says Willard Millikens, you're on Alliance Live. Welcome to Alliance Live. You've got 30 reserved days left, okay? So we'll bypass that, and you will see that it is up, online, and live, okay? And then, of course, we have our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD, all right? Now, over in our fifth tab, we have our Bo2 cheats, Ghost cheats, Modern Warfare 3 cheats, and Modern Warfare 2 cheats, okay? Now, these are off-hosts, so you can disable them by hitting A, all right, so they don't show up, or you can enable them, all right? They come enabled directly when you start the console up, so if you have other menus, you don't need the off-host, no problem. There you go, all right? So, now, we'll bring this back to Xbox Home. That will take us back to FSD Dash, all right? Now, this thing does have multiple dashboards on it as well. Okay, I'm going to show you what that's all about here, all right? Now, we're booting into the Dream theme. This is the way it comes right from me, all right? However, you can change this, all right? Because a lot of people like other dashboards, like XEX menu, which is on this thing, FX menu, you know, Aurora, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so FSD is just one form of the dashboard. So we'll go to the homebrew section right here. What we'll do is we'll go to Dash Launch. Okay, we'll click on Dash Launch. All right, and now what's going to happen is you'll see that this brings up our options here, and we'll go to Pass. Okay, under Pass you will see that the default is Freestyle Dash, like I said. All right, now if you hold down any of these buttons, like button B, button X, button Y, and the left bumper, those will boot up the alternative menus if you like. When the system is booting, okay, at the Xbox 360 logo, press and hold the button and it will boot to the appropriate dashboard. If you hold down button B, it'll boot to FX menu. Hold down button X, it will boot to XEX menu. Hold down button Y, it will boot to the standard dashboard. If you hold in on the left bumper, it will boot to Aurora. Okay? Now, if you want to set the default, let's say you like Aurora, okay, we can do that, no problem. So what we do is we just change this, okay? It's real easy. We highlight it, we hit A. Okay, once we hit A, we hit A again at the double dot folder, which will take us back to the root of the drive. All right. Now you will see everything is laid out, you know, nicely and labeled nicely. So it's pretty much we're ready to go. The only thing you got to do is, like, if you want to put Aurora on there, well, it's real easy. You go to the Aurora folder, hit A. Okay, go down to Aurora XEX. Okay, hit A. It will select it and it will bring you back here. Once that happens, hit LB. Whoops, sorry. No, do not hit LB, okay? Bring it back. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to hit RB, then we're going to bring it down to HED. We're going to hit X to save it, okay? And then we're going to hit B to back out. The system will reboot, okay? Now, this will take us to Aurora, as you can see, all right? Everything is already loaded. You don't have to do anything. It's already got all the title up there. It's got everything that you need already. Okay, now Aurora is a little bit different from FSD. It's made by the same people. There's similarities to it, but it's a little bit better of a database design. It's a little bit more supported. All right, because FSD has been around since 2013 or whatever. I think it was 2013 or 2012. No, 2012, I do believe. So, like I said, it's just FSD is a little bit simpler. Okay, this has got a little bit more to it. All right. So what I'm going to show you is, oh, sorry about that. Unfortunately, my phone likes to ring during videos. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, I always forget to turn that down. All right. So anyway, as you can see, this is our Xbox 360 folder. Okay. Now look, if you hit the back button, it'll give you options. You'll have File Manager on here. Okay, which will give you your file manager just like in FSD. Okay, and we'll back out of there. Now you have scripts, restart, reboot, and shut down. All right, and we'll back out of there. Now, if you hit the start button, that's the business end. There's your assets, your profile, content, modules, language, security, and about. Okay, so pretty much everything there that you need, all right there. Your content, your profile. You can set it auto sign in, all that crap. All right, so we're back out of there. All right, now to move along in here. All right, and to get to the different folders, it's really easy. You can hit LB or RB, one or the other. It will bring up a context menu down here. All right, as you can see, we're in the Xbox 360 folder. Well, we'll move that on over, and we'll go to Xbox Live Arcade. All right, there's your arcade. Hit RB once again. Move that over. We'll go to emulators. Okay, there's your emulators. All right, RB once again. Classic games. RB once again. Homebrew section. Indie games. Back to show all. Okay, and that's everything that's on the hard drive. Okay, so pretty much very, very simple. Okay, now that's Aurora. All right, so now what we'll do is we will set this back up to default into FSD dash. We're going to hit RB. We're going to go ahead, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring this to the homebrew section right here. Okay, we'll click on homebrew, and then what we'll do is we'll go to dash launch. We will click on dash launch. All right, it will start up. You will see you'll be brought to paths. Okay, now we're going to set this back up here. So we're going to hit paths, we're going to go down to default, we're going to hit A, and then we're going to hit A, the double dot folder. Then what we're going to do is it's going to go ahead and we're going to bring it down to freestyle folders. We're going to go in there, and then we're going to use this default.xex, okay? That's freestyle. Now we're going to hit RB, bring it down to HCD, X to save it, B to back out, it'll restart, and off you go. Really easy, okay? And now it's going to boot back up into FSD dash, all right? Now, just to show you here, okay, I'm going to demonstrate one of the Offhosts using Bo2, because Bo2 has a couple other menus on it, like Jiggy and Sentinel, and I want to show you how to use them as well. All right, so what we'll do is we'll sign in right now. All right, and we'll hit lines. There we go. All right, and then what we'll do is there's no special way to start the game. All we got to do is just go to our Xbox 360 folder. We can go to Bo2 right here. All right, hit A once again. Boom, there you go. Now, what's going to happen is you start the game. As you can see, Bo2 is bypassed, so we're good. All right, and then the cheats are going to be loaded, of course. All right, it's going to bring us to the main title screen right after this stupid Dolby thing here. Okay, so just bear with me here. All right, now we'll hit start. Okay, and this should bring us to press start again. All right, here we go. And we're going to go to multiplayer. Now, I'm going to use this now. This is an offline profile. It's not on Xbox Live right now. Okay, that's for you to do. Okay, however, here we go. We go to multiplayer. All right, there. Our cheats are loaded. Everything is loaded. Okay, we're going to go to a local game. All right, we're going to set up the bots. Okay, and let's see here. We'll do 9. All right, now, okay, for the off-host menu that's on our server, all you got to do is hit D-pad left to open the menu. X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close the menu. All right, really simple. Now, once that's done, all right, with Jiggy, okay, for Bo2, hold in the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, that will open the Jiggy menu. All right, from there you can make your selections with A and then back out with X. Okay, it gets a little confusing, and I do understand that, but you'll get used to it. Okay, because every menu has different controls to start it up. Okay, just like Sentinel does too, which I'm going to demonstrate. Okay, so anyway, we'll start the match. Okay, and we're going to do this very, very simple. All right, so we're starting the match. Off we go. I'm going to pick a weapon. All right, and I'm going to start off with Jiggy. Okay, and I'm going to tell you how to open that up. All right, so here we go. All right, I picked the gun. Now I'm going to hold it on the left trigger and I'm push down on the right thumbstick. That's going to bring up the Jiggy menu. There you go. We're going to go to main mods. I'm just going to do quick mods, which makes it really easy. I'm going to hit X to back out of there. Then I'm going to go down to bullets and I'm just going to select a couple of them right here.
Don't
This one,
stop until
this
they're
one,
all dead.
and this one. Alright, then I'm going to hit X to back out of there. Okay, now I'm going to back out of here. Alright, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit D-pad left, which is going to open our Offhosts, as you can see in the right-hand corner. We're going to hit X, okay? We're going to use X to select all of this stuff right here. Then what we're going to do, we'll go to the aimbot menu, hit X. We're going to go on screen, X, 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 okay? ESP, we're going to turn it on. We'll do pyramids, name, distance, weapon, and snap lines, okay? Then we'll back out of here, we'll back out, hit B, then hit D-pad left to close the menu. Go out here, when the snap line turns blue, let them have it, as you can see. And it just released a whole bunch of doggies, okay? Which they're going to eat everything in sight, including everybody who is, you know, on the map. And we can go right here, and we will land right here, and we will kill everything in sight here, as you can see, okay? Pretty much, nothing left, alright? Now, if you want to be a real crazy person, okay, hold in left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick, go to aimbot, go to unfair aimbot, and pretty much you can shoot the schools and everything, and pretty much victory is mine. Hooray for me, we win, okay? So that's how that works, okay? So now, let this get out of here, and I'm going to show you zombies, alright? Zombies is basically, you're using a Sentinel menu for that, alright? You can hold in the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick, that will open the menu. Okay, you can use X to select on that one. Then hold in the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, and that will, of course, will back you out of the menu. Okay? Now, here we go. Okay? Now look, here's what we're going to do. Okay? We're going to back out of here. Yes, we're going to leave the lobby. Okay? And then we're going to back out of here. I want to go right to zombies. Okay? So you don't have to keep backing out, going back to FSD and all that crap and everything else. You can just go directly to it. Thank God. Alright, so there's zombies. We'll do a local game right here. Alright? Now, okay. And here we are. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll go back to a stock one right here. Alright, new, and then what we'll do is we'll do transit. Okay? We'll start the match. Okay. And now we'll start, okay? Now, you're going to hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. That's going to bring up the Sentinel menu. Then you use X to select your, you know, what you want to do. Then, to back out of the menu or to completely close the menu, hold in the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, okay? It's really easy. Alright, see, here's your instructions right here, okay? So, hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, there you go, there's the menu right there. Hit X,
this seems like
turn
an
God mode on,
challenge.
infinite ammo on, no limited sprint, double speed, no clip, and we'll use the aimbot, okay? So now we're all good, everything is all enabled over here. And now what we'll do is we'll back out of here, alright, by holding in on the left trigger, pushing in on the right thumbstick. Now we can go to the weapons menu right here, hit X, and then we can use one of my favorites, which is a fully automatic, RPG. And hit X,
Explosions
okay,
are
and then pretty much we can just kill everybody in sight, okay, as you can see. And it all works very, very well, alright? Now, we can go back and we can, you can do anything you want. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here, alright, I mean, you can do spawn zombies, all that kind of good stuff. Back out of here. You got weapons menu, fun menu, models menu, forge menu, zombies menu, power menu, rounds menu, teleport menu, map mods. Excuse me while I blow his face off, okay? Lobby mods, game settings, menu settings, players menu, all players menu, so on and so forth, okay? So pretty much that's it. And then to close the menu out completely, hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, and it's gone. You want to open it up again? All you gotta do, hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. There it is. Okay? Works just fine. Okay? So there you go. Alright, now what we'll do is we will exit that. Yes? Okay? Now, when it comes to the Purge menu for GTA 5, it's really self-explanatory. When it starts up, you're going to see where it says, you can select your menu controls, alright, or use D-pad left and X to open it, okay? And when you open it, use A to select, and B to back out. It's very, very simple, okay? And there's a lot of features on there as well. Alright, so, anyway, now that we've seen all that and everything, now I'm going to show you how to get it online for the first time, okay, when you get this thing, okay? Now, this is a one-shot deal. You only got to do it once, alright? You only have to do it once. That's it. It's very, very simple, okay? Look. When you first get the console, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to plug it in, plug your HDMI cord in. You're going to pull this drive door, and then what you're going to do is you're going to pull this out of here, okay? Now, once that drive is pulled out of there, what I want you to do is I want you to boot the console normally, Okay, just boot it up with the power button. Now, what's going to happen is this thing's going to boot up, all right? And when it does, it's going to boot up into the stock Xbox 360 dashboard, okay? So, once it boots up, you're going to get the stock Xbox 360 dashboard. Then we're going to set it up on your local area network, okay? It's very important that we do this, because if we don't do this, we're going to wind up with a mess on our hands. I think my monitor frizzed out. I'm quite sure it did. Hang on here. It does that from time to time, unfortunately. But, it is what it is. What are you going to do, okay? It does happen. Sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, monitor frizzed out. Just great. Lovely. Okay. Tell you what we'll do, all right? Let me go ahead. You pull this out of here. Hang on here. No, I don't want the eject button, dang it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to plug this back in here. Okay. And we'll restart it. Sorry about that. It happens. Okay. Anyway, system's going to boot up. Once it boots up, it's going to boot into the, like I said, it's going to boot into the stock dashboard. Once it boots up into the stock dashboard, then I will go ahead and I will show you how to get it online for the first time, okay? And once it's booting now, very good. All right. Now, okay, we're booting up. Here we go. Now, what's going to happen here? Okay. Now, we're going to get to the dashboard. Once we get to the dashboard right here, you see there'll be no fancy dashboard or anything like that, because that's all on here, all right? So, now what we'll do is we'll go up, we'll go over, we'll bring it to settings, we'll bring it to system. Okay, under system settings, you're going to go to network settings, okay? When you do that, your Wi-Fi is going to pop up over here somewhere. As you can see, mine is check marked off. I want you to click on your Wi-Fi, put in your password, okay? And it should accept it, and then it should get it up on the network. And when you do that, it's going to initialize a test that looks like this right here. Now, you should get a check mark and 2 red X's, okay? I'm going to emphasize the check mark, all right? If you do not get this, that is your router, okay? It is not letting it on your local area network, all right? So I suggest you go into your router settings and find out why it's blocking the Xbox from coming online, all right? Because it shouldn't, okay? So, if you're using some kind of special security, a firewall, whatever, okay, you're going to have to allow it to allow the Xbox on your local area network, okay? Most important thing that you realize is this. You have that check mark. That's it. That's all you got to worry about, okay? Once you have that check mark, I want you to power the system down, okay? Then what I want you to do, come on, power down, thank you. What I want you to do is I want you to take the hard drive, I want you to place it back in the console. It'll seat with a click. Then close the drive door. Once the drive door is closed, what I want you to do, I want you to pull this power cord right here, okay? Very important that you pull it. You got to pull it out, and you got to leave it out for about 5 minutes, okay? If you do not do this step, you're going to wind up with DNS errors. It's not going to connect to live, and you're going to be ripping your hair out. That's why I emphasize on this. It's very important that you pull this out and leave it out for 5 minutes, all right? Because we have to reset everything in the Xbox, and that's the only way to do it, all right? Now, once that's done, you can plug it back in. And the only reason why I can plug it back in right now is because it's already on my network. So everything is correct. And hopefully, although this has bitten me in the butt before, okay, what happens is sometimes it won't connect to Xbox Live, and then I have to unplug it for 5 minutes and let it sit. It's just the way Microsoft works. What am I going to tell you? Okay? So anyway, once that's done, power the system on. Okay? Now, when the system boots, all right, what should happen is when it boots, it should boot up. You should get the logo. The logo will then go ahead, and what it will do is it will go ahead and it will start flashing. Okay? Once it stops flashing, it means that it locked on the server. Okay? Once it locks on the server, it's going to start FSD. You're going to hear the fan speed kick up, and then what's going to happen is you're going to see the plugins come across the screen, which is the way it should be. Okay? So anyway, now, see the green stopped moving, which is good. Now, fan speed kicked up. You see the plugins come across the screen on the bottom. There you are. That's one. And then you're going to get the second one also you on Purge, because you have a trial of the Purge menu for GTA. And now, once this is done, okay, I want you to go to the homebrew section right here. Okay, I want you to click on the homebrew section. Then what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead to Xbox 360 dashboard. I want you to hit A. Okay, I want you to start it. Now, you should get a block that comes up. Just like that. Okay, that means that you're live. You're good. The DNS is correct. You're on the server, and you have connection to Xbox Live. Okay, so we hit A. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to download your profile. Okay, now if you have a profile already, you can download it to this thing, but remember it is an RGH. So, you could download a retail profile, But I'm going to tell you what, when you put it on an RGH, it's like gambling, okay? Because, you know, I mean, being real, anything can happen, like a day ago or so. You'll notice that there was a lot of people banned at one time on with the TV was banned, okay? Well, that was little Microsoft playing around in the background, okay? And some people, if the challenge response doesn't respond correctly, well, guess what? It can ban the TV, but then again, too, it can also ban your damn profile. Now, if that happens, now, the profile that you paid a lot of money for, that you probably put stuff on and everything, well, that can go bye-bye. So I would suggest this, all right? Leave your retail profile, retail, okay? Make a modest profile. Go to www.xboxlive.com/live, okay? Go there, make a profile, use email for the credentials, use Outlook for the email credentials, then come back here and download that profile. You can always modify your retail profile with very little worry about having, you know, something happen to it or whatever. But, you know, so, you know, in case something should ever happen, at least you're not going to lose, you know, your retail profile. So download it here. Once it downloads, it should look something like this, okay? You spin it around. You should get the spinny circle of death. All right, and then you should see live command profile right there. Boop, off he goes, okay? Now you're signed in. Now, in the event that you have a problem downloading a profile, which does happen, all right, because like I said, it is the internet, it is the network. And sometimes you can get data corruption or something like that while downloading a profile. If you're at the download screen for more than 15 minutes, you've got a problem because it's not downloading correctly. All right? Sometimes, like I said, it happens. There is a way to fix that. Okay? All you have to do is go up, go over, go to settings, go to system, go to network settings. Okay? Once you get, no, excuse me, I'm sorry. No, don't go to network settings. I'm sorry. Go to storage. Okay? Under storage, click the hard drive right here, click A, then go to profiles, all right? Click A. Now, underneath this profile will be the profile that you downloaded, well, it partially downloaded and got corrupted, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to use the D-pad, okay? You're going to hover down to it, you're going to hit A. Then what you're going to do, you're going to go to delete, and you can delete it right off the hard drive. Just get rid of it, okay? Once you get rid of it, what I want you to do, I want you to back out of here, and then I want you to back out of here, all right? Back out of here. Leave this highlighted right here. I want you to hit Y, okay? Then what I want you to do, I want you to clear the system cache. You're going to have to do this twice, okay? So we're going to do it once. Okay? Then we're going to hit Y again. I'm going to clear the system cache. I'm going to do it twice. Alright, now once that's done, I want you to back out of here, back out of here. Go up, go over, go down to social here. Sign in, sign out, okay? And then, of course, click on sign in, sign out. Alright? Then re-download the profile, it'll work fine. Once you have the profile downloaded, hit the guide button, okay, and go to Xbox Home. All right, you should be signed in. Your profile should show up, and it should show up right within FSD Dash, okay, where you will see in 1 second here the profile. Screw you, I'm busy. Okay, and there you are. Okay, and that's where you will be. Now, once that happens, okay, here's another thing that you have to do here, okay? Yeah, a couple other things, all right? Now, homebrew section, okay? I want you to go to XM360. I want you to click on it and click on it again, okay? Now, what this does is it unlocks all the DLC and all the XBLA to your profile and to this console. It's got to be unlocked in order to use it, okay? Otherwise, you can have all the DLC that you want on there, but you will not be able to use it. It's a security feature that has been, of course, you know, well, basically, it's not too secure because we have XM360. Okay, so in plain English, what it's doing is we have to hash it to this console, and we have to hash it to your profile. Okay, what I mean by that, it has to be properly put on the console. Otherwise, it will not use it. So here we are at XBLA. Now, what are we going to do? D-pad over left. Go to unlock XBLA. Hit A. Okay. Now you see it says unlock because I'm in this profile that was on this system, okay, and all the stuff is already unlocked there, okay. So we're good. All right, so we unlocked it. All right, now we'll go to show DLC. That's your downloadable content. We'll hit A, okay. Now there's your downloadable content. We'll go over. We're going to unlock DLC. We're going to hit A. All right. Now once we hit A, it's going to unlock downloadable content to this profile. There you go. There's 20 DLC files unlocked. Okay. And we hit A. All right. Now it's already all unlocked and everything to the system right here. All of them are. All right. Now, whenever if you download downloadable content, okay, or XBLA from a website, a torrent site, whatever, okay, you got to remember that you're going to have to come here. Okay, once you put it on here and put it in the content folder under the right title ID and all that, you're going to have to come here and you're going to have to unlock the stuff. All right? If you don't unlock it, you're not going to be able to use it. So let's say you go to a torrent site and you get downloadable content for, let's say, Dead Space or something like that or whatever. Okay? And you know that it's there. Well, it doesn't show up when you start the game. You got to remember to come here. You got to search for downloadable content. And then what do? You unlock it. Then it'll find it, and then it will hash it to the console, and the system will work. Okay? That's simple. All right? So, just so you know. Now we'll exit the dash, and pretty much we'll be good to go. All right? Emulators, they're very simple, very easy to work with. Okay? The emulators, like I said, they emulate consoles, old stand-up arcade games and all that. There's over 7,000 ROMs on the consoles, on the emulators themselves. Okay? So anyway, we'll go to emulators, okay? We'll use Game Boy Advance for an example. We'll hit A. We'll hit A once again. Alright, it's going to start the emulator up, okay? There's the emulator, okay? We're going to hit A, games, okay? There's your games right there. So we can go down, page by page, using the right trigger. Go up page by page, using the left trigger. Down, D-pad. Up, D-pad. A to play the game. B to back out. That's simple, alright? And that's the way it works for all of them, alright? So we'll hit B. Well, it's a Virtual Boy, and there you go. Alright, now, another thing, okay, before I leave you, is your classic Xbox games, okay? If you want to play classic games on this thing, okay, I'm going to explain this to you. Alright, look, under classic games, okay, we have a problem with this thing, because it will not work with the server on, okay? The actual emulator and, of course, you know, the compatibility file and our server don't jive too well. What happens is when you start this thing, okay, with the server on, well, end result is this big black screen that you can't do nothing with, okay? There it is. Now, how do we fix that? It's very easy. We put the console in bypass mode, all right? I'm going to explain bypass mode. Shut the console down, all right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to press the power button. We're going to press the eject button. You're going to leave the tray hanging out until this system reaches the dashboard of your choosing, which is FSD or XEX menu or whatever it is, okay? So anyway, here we go. We're booting up. Now you're going to notice no plugins are loaded. It's not on the network. The only network it's on is the local area network. That's to allow you to use Xbox Neighborhood or FTP to transfer files back and forth and all that stuff. I'm leaving the tray open. Now we made it to FSD dash. Now we can close the tray. All right, now what we do is we hit the guide button, okay? Now, we'll go ahead, we'll sync the controller, and then what we'll do is we'll go to Xbox Classic Games. Now we will choose a classic game, Midnight Club 3. We'll hit it one more time. It's going to start, there's a logo and everything, and now we'll load the game and it will play the game. Alright? Very simple. Okay? And just remember this, when you're in bypass mode, there's the game playing, everything is cool, good deal. Alright? So now, to get out of the game, hit the guide button, go back to Xbox Home. Yes. Okay? Now you can play another classic game if you want or whatever. Just remember this though, you're in bypass mode. Alright? If you try to play an Xbox 360 game that you want to play online with your friends and everything, well, you're going to have to shut the console down and restart it normally. Alright? Because like I said, there is no network connection. The only connection you got is your local area network right there. That's it. Okay? So if you try to go into GTA 5 or something like that, and you try to play it in bypass mode, it ain't going to work. You're not going to get online. Alright? So you just got to remember to shut the console down, restart it normally, and you'll be good to go. Alright? So listen, thank you so much for your business. I greatly do appreciate it, okay? And like I said, please pay attention to this video. It is rather important that you follow everything I say, otherwise you're going to wind up with a heartache, okay? So please, follow everything I say, and you'll be fine. Alright? Thank you so much, guys. You'll have a good one, and take care of yourselves, and I'll holler at you all later. Take it easy, guys. Have a great day.